Imagine two people working at the exact same company, earning the exact same salary. Fast forward 10 years, one of them is struggling to pay rent and stressing over credit card bills, while the other is retiring early, traveling the world, and living completely stress-free. What happened? It is not about how much money they make. It is entirely about how their money flows after it hits their bank account. Today, we're going to look at the exact cash flow patterns of the poor, the middle class, and the rich. Once you see this simple breakdown, you will never look at your monthly salary the same way again. Let us start with the cash flow pattern of the poor. When we say poor in this context, we're not talking about people without jobs. We're talking about a specific financial mindset. When this person gets their paycheck, the money goes straight into their bank account as income and then immediately goes out as expenses. It goes to rent, food, transportation, clothes, and maybe a little bit of cheap entertainment. At the end of the month, their bank account is back to exactly zero. There's no money left to save and certainly no money left to invest. They're trapped in a cycle of earning just enough to survive, and they own absolutely nothing that has any real financial value. Now, let us look at the middle class. This is where things get tricky because the middle class often looks very rich on the outside. They usually have higher paying jobs and nice salaries, but their cash flow pattern is actually the most stressful of all. When the middle class gets paid, their money goes into the income column, but instead of buying true assets, they immediately buy liabilities that they think are assets. They take out a massive mortgage for a big house. They finance a brand new luxury car. They max out their credit cards on expensive vacations and the latest gadgets. A liability is simply something that takes money out of your pocket every single month. So their income flows into liabilities, and those liabilities create massive monthly expenses. They're suddenly trapped paying mortgage payments, car payments, insurance, and high credit card interest. Their income might be high, but their expenses are equally high. They're working exhausting hours just to maintain an illusion of wealth. If they lose their job, their entire financial world collapses in a matter of weeks because those heavy liabilities demand to be paid every single month. If you're finding value in this breakdown and want to learn how to actually build wealth and escape this trap, do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button right now. We make videos to help you take control of your financial future. Now, let us look at the secret to real wealth. Finally, let us examine the cash flow pattern of the rich. This pattern is completely different from the other two. When wealthy people earn money, they do not rush to buy big houses or fancy cars right away. Their income flows directly into the asset column. An asset is strictly defined as something that puts money into your pocket whether you are working or sleeping. They buy real estate that produces rental income. They buy dividend-paying stocks. They invest in index funds, or they build businesses and digital products. Here's the magic part. Those assets generate their own separate income. The rich use the income produced by their assets to pay for their expenses and luxuries. If a wealthy person wants a luxury car, they do not use their job salary to buy it. They buy an asset first, and the cash flow from that asset pays for the car. The original money they invested is still there, growing. They have built a machine that prints money. This is why the rich keep getting richer. Their assets work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, generating cash flow that completely covers their lifestyle. The difference between these three groups is not their salary, it's their financial vocabulary and their habits. The poor buy expenses. The middle class buys liabilities they falsely think are assets. The rich buy true assets. If you want to change your financial destiny, you have to change your cash flow pattern. You must focus all your extra money and energy on acquiring assets. Which cash flow pattern are you currently trapped in? Let me know honestly in the comments below. If you want to see exactly how to start buying your first assets, like this video and subscribe so you don't miss the next lesson. I'll see you in the next one.